There's 1,000 of you. I said close them doors. Ushers, close the doors. Close the doors. Close the doors. We all gonna leave together. Y'all ain't going no place but to the restaurant. There's 1,000 of you tonight, and those that are watching, it's 1,000 that's watching online. This is a small seed. If I get 1,000 online to give this, if I get 1,000 in the sanctuary to give this, that's $40,000 tonight.
There's been a lot of drama surrounding Pastor Marvin Sapp recently. During a church service, he reportedly told the congregation that no one would be allowed to leave the building until they raised $40,000 in offerings. He compared this to biblical times and told them to give generously, saying, in the kingdom, it doesn't just rain, it pours. This bold request has stirred up a lot of controversy and even brought up some past accusations against him. People are now talking again about his alleged connection to the disappearance of Dr. Teleka Patrick, who was reportedly obsessed with him. There are also rumors of his partnerships with celebrities like Kandi Burruss and R. Kelly, and whispers about secret relationships, including claims that he had affairs while still married. Some even accuse him of charging people for copies of his late wife's obituary. The internet is buzzing with gossip, and people are even sending him death threats, but now there's debate about whether he's telling the truth about receiving those threats.
The reason why I'm here is because what has happened is people have taken clickbait and made something out of it that it isn't. And because of that, my church has been getting phone calls. People have called my church and cussed me out. My staff are afraid because I've received deaths over $20 and shut the door. People have come to our campus. They have come to my church to try to cause problems, issues, challenges. And again, my children, I don't look at comments. We was talking about this. I don't read comments. When you got millions of followers, you ain't got time to be reading all the comments. You just don't have it.
Right.
My children do. And they are afraid.
Despite the current backlash, Marvin Sapp has long been known as a respected figure in the gospel music world and in the church. Many people have admired him for his spiritual leadership and motivational preaching. His big breakthrough came in 2007 with his album Thirsty, especially the song, Never Would Have Made It. That song deeply touched people and became a source of hope and strength for many facing difficult times. It helped establish him as a top gospel artist. Over the years, he's won several major gospel music awards and has been nominated for Grammys. Albums like Thirsty and I Win continue to be fan favorites. But Marvin is more than just a singer. He's also a pastor. He leads the Lighthouse Full Life Center Church in Grand Rapids, Michigan, where people appreciate his messages about faith, resilience, and trusting God through hard times. Still, his recent decision during a service, where he told the congregation they couldn't leave until a certain amount of money was collected, has caused many to question his methods.
Close the doors for me for a quick moment. I want everybody to remain standing quickly. How many of y'all really received something from the word of the Lord tonight? Listen, when you study scripture, you will notice that whenever God did something in the lives of the patriarchs of old, the patriarchs would pause, they would set up an altar, and they would offer up sacrifice.
According to Marvin Sapp himself, his controversial message during the church service wasn't about greed, it was about giving back to God. He asked the church if they had received blessings from God, and when they said yes, he told them that they had a duty to give something in return. He reminded them that in biblical times, people gave livestock and crops to honor God, but today, money is what we use. He then told the ushers to lock the doors and not let anyone leave until at least 1,000 people had donated $20 each. He also asked people watching online to give through virtual donations. In addition to that, he instructed all the church leaders present to contribute $100 each. His approach shocked many, and while some understood his point, others felt pressured and upset about being forced to give money in such a way.
That's $40,000 tonight. Now, everyone up here, we've all sowed and seeded, but I need everyone standing up here with us, with me, to plant a seed of $100. Because again, it costs to sit up here. Y'all start moving. Y'all can bring it right now. Come. Even if you're giving tangibly, just put your hand on the, take your phone and stick it on the.
People online have been talking nonstop about how Pastor Marvin Sapp turned a church service into what felt like a VIP club section. Many were disturbed by his decision to close the doors during offering time and said this is exactly the kind of behavior that pushes people away from the church. Some called it spiritual manipulation, using worship as a cover for greed. A few even joked they would have called 911 if the ushers really tried to stop them from leaving, calling it borderline false imprisonment. Members of the church said they felt pressured to give money, comparing the experience to being held hostage. This sparked broader conversations about certain pastors who seem more focused on power, money, and even scandalous relationships rather than truly serving God. There have also been long-standing rumors about Marvin Sapp's personal life, including claims he cheated on his wife before she passed away in 2010 from colon cancer. Her death was a painful time for him, and he turned his grief into music, like the song The Best in Me, which deeply moved many people. But the cheating rumors have resurfaced, along with claims he charged $10 for her obituary at her funeral, allegedly. The drama doesn't stop there. There's the mystery around Dr. Teleka Patrick, a woman who reportedly stalked Sapp, claiming he was her husband. She moved to Michigan, joined his church, contacted his kids, and even went to his home. After she disappeared, Sapp gave police a thumb drive with nearly 500 pages of messages from her, none of which he answered. Later, she was found dead. Some bizarre texts were discovered on her phone, including one where she said a large animal hit her car and that she believed Sapp had sent it to harm her. Her family didn't believe Sapp's claims that he had little to no interaction with her. They said she was part of a work program at his church and had concerns about people from his congregation watching her. These allegations made people question his involvement, despite no evidence directly linking him. Sapp also faced backlash for working with controversial celebrities like Kandi Burruss and R. Kelly, especially considering R. Kelly's history of abuse allegations. The recent viral clip of him demanding donations just added fuel to the fire. In response, Sapp posted on Facebook to explain his actions. He said the video was taken out of context and that he wasn't trying to manipulate anyone. He was practicing stewardship by helping raise money for a conference. He mentioned that movement during offering time can be distracting and even risky for security teams, so closing the doors was meant to create a respectful environment. He also referenced Bible stories where leaders encouraged generous giving. Still, people questioned why he had to instruct the ushers so firmly if closing the doors was standard practice. In a radio interview, Sapp clarified that he said shut the doors, not lock the doors, and admitted that maybe his tone was too strong. He also insisted that the money raised didn't go to him and that his family had received death threats since the video went viral.
When you got millions of followers, you ain't got time to be reading all the comments. You just don't have it.
Right.
My children do. And they are afraid. And the reason being is because I'm their only parent. I'm a widower. They're afraid for my safety. So now we've had to update and increase security and all the things I've never had to do before because of the vitriol and the anger that people have shown, the things that they've said in my thread and stuff. And all of this is because of a misunderstanding. And I'm not blaming people. Let me be clear. I'm not blaming anybody because of their misunderstanding. I'm just saying in all you're getting, get an understanding. And if I'm sharing with you that the $40,000 that I was trying to raise, and again, I don't know if the organization got 40, 10, 20, any of it. I don't know. I'm hoping that I actually raised more money so that I can help the organization that has been such a great support to me.
Marvin Sapp's interview didn't really help his case. In fact, it made things worse. Many people felt he was just trying to justify what they saw as bad behavior, and they called him out for lying. Instead of clearing the air, his statements made people dig even deeper into his past, and more allegations started resurfacing. Now, he's once again being accused of things like charging for his late wife's obituary, cheating on her, possibly being involved in Dr. Teleka Patrick's disappearance, and other shady actions that might still come to light. Some say he's facing the consequences of living a double life, one as a spiritual leader and another behind closed doors. As the public continues to uncover old and new controversies, the backlash only seems to grow. The conversation online is heating up, and people are demanding more transparency and accountability. Whether these claims are true or not, the damage to Marvin Sapp's reputation seems to be growing and fast. Like and comment on this video and subscribe this channel for next video update.